Hi guys, my name's Stef from Societi Bistro. Today I'm going to cook a beautiful bacon and apple risotto for the food24.com team. A couple of things that you need to remember is just technique-wise, if you want to get a really nice smoky flavor into the risotto, then two things you want to do. Number one, get a pot with as big a surface area as what you can, and then spend some time with your bacon in the pan that it really gets to brown and release all those nice smoky juices in it. So what you want to do is just a knob of butter or so into a pot that I've had warming up a little bit, and then we're going to get our bacon in there. And this is just slab bacon that I've had cut into little what we call lardons in the industry. And the key here is not to go too high with your heat. You want to be gentle, because what we want to happen is the fat needs to render out of that bacon, and that's actually what we're going to use to cook the risotto with, and that's how you get that beautiful smoky flavor into it all the way through. Now, while that's cooking, the other things that we need is enough for 4 people, basically 1 onion, 2 or 3 apples, depending on their size. You want to use something nice and tart, like a Granny Smith apple, a couple of sticks of celery, a little bit of garlic, always with the risotto, loads and loads of parmesan, and if you can, a piece of parmesan rind that we're going to use while cooking the actual risotto, some arborio rice, white wine, a little bit of chicken stock. First thing that's going to go into the pan with it is some onion. I've just peeled it away. I'm just going to cut it into dice like that. Sort of a minute or so, you want to keep a little look at your bacon here. And you turn the heat up slightly just to get it going a bit more. So we really release those nice smoky flavors in the bacon there. Now while that's happening, I'm just going to take my celery sticks. They've just been washed down. I'm not going to use all of that. Probably use about 3 pieces. Just cut down the middle of them like that, and then just down into little pieces of dice like that. From here, just transfer into the pan with the bacon and the onion. And we don't want too much color on the onion. You want it to go quite translucent. So just going to turn the heat down slightly and get all that flavor off there. It'll come into our risotto really nicely. The last thing is the garlic, which we're going to chop quite small. So we'll add that in after the onion and the celery. What I want to do at this stage, 1 more knob of butter just so it's not sticking, and get my arborio rice, which I've just cut open. And you want to use for 4 people about a good 1.5 cups, 2 cups, depending on how hungry they are. Risotto, you always need to toast the rice off first. It's not like a basmati rice or something like that where you just boil it away in water. We want to toast the rice off with our bacon, our onion, our garlic. Just think of all those beautiful flavors inside there. So while the rice is just toasting off very gently there, what I'm going to start doing is start dicing my apple up. And then just down into blocks like that. Don't want to go too small, bite-sized pieces in it that won't cook too soft, you know. Okay, and the apple goes in. Now at this stage of the game, some nice white wine. I'm going to use something fairly dry. Deglaze the pan quickly. And a wooden spoon, really important here guys. And what you want to do now is start getting that nice smoky flavor that you got stuck onto the bottom of the pan off there. Evaporate all of the wine out of the actual rice. So it starts to come out that you're not going to have any alcohol in there. And as soon as your wine is out, the next step is I'm going to just reach there. And we're going to get some nice warm chicken stock. And just start adding a very, very light chicken stock into that and start cooking it away. And the whole time, constantly stirring it, getting all those last little bits of nice bacony flavor off the bottom of the pan there. Once your stock's in, if you have a piece of parmesan rind, sort of the edge pieces of the parmesan, just add that into the pot whole. Keep cooking it for a good sort of 15 minutes once we've got that nice toast on the rice. And you just keep adding stock and let the stock reduce out, and you add more stock. And what starts to happen is the little rice granules start to release all of their starch, and you start getting this really rich and creamy liquid that starts to come through with the stock. There you go. Right guys, so about 15 minutes have passed now. I've just kept adding stock as it reduces out of the risotto, so we're almost at the end stage. Now when I finish a risotto, I was always taught by the Italian gent that taught me how to cook them. Turn your heat down a fair amount, because we almost wanted to start resting and just release that last nice bit of stock. And to finish this, a couple of things we're going to do. Make it rich again. A couple of knobs of butter. And then a bit of Parmesan cheese. And really, yeah, be as generous as what you can afford to be. It makes all the difference. Just keep stirring that in. What I'm going to do at this stage is actually just turn it off. As you can imagine, it's very hot in there. Let the last of the butter just melt. While I'm waiting for that, just got some parsley here that's been washed. And the parsley at the end of this dish just gives it a nice little fresh tang for me again, and it also helps to pick up the color slightly. And from there, we're ready to plate really. Okay guys, and literally from there, going straight out to the pot that it cooked in. And then the last thing you want to do, finish it up, is, if you prefer, is maybe just give it an extra little grating of Parmesan cheese over the top again. And there you go, there's your bacon and apple risotto.